The Premier League is back. Excitement is building as fans get to see some of their new signings in action for the very first time. It's been that they're hoping to move on in this window. The other being Rasmus Højlund. Mark, he said, and he had said over the course of the summer, that he wants to stay and fight for his place at Manchester United, but it feels like his stance may have just shifted now.
Yeah, this was news that came out whilst we were on air yesterday, actually, from our colleague Sky in Italy, who said that AC Milan had positive contact with his representatives, and whilst his stance had been, I want to stay at Manchester United, I want to earn my place in that team, and I want to prove to the Old Trafford fans that I am one of the best strikers I can possibly be. It hasn't worked out, but now the stance is softening. The minutes have not been as frequent in pre-season as he would have hoped for. And I'm presuming at some stage Ruben Amorim has said, look, Rasmus, thanks so much, but you're not going to get game time. You know, Benjamin Sesko is our #1 striker. You might be coming off the bench, if at all. So actually, my best advice is go and play, go and develop. You had a really successful spell in Serie A at Atalanta before you joined us. Go back there, continue to prove yourself, continue to score goals, continue to develop. So it feels like now that stance for the player has probably changed, knowing that his days at Manchester United are over. There's all sorts of discussions happening with regards to permanent loans with options and obligations. But again, he's another one that feels like he's edging towards the exit at the Theatre of Dreams. And are you expecting Benjamin Sesko to be a significant upgrade on Rasmus Højlund?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's shown consistently over the last 2 seasons that he can lead the line and score goals in the Bundesliga. And I guess this is the point. Look, Man United really need this signing to work. There is no other option than it works for them, because they've spent a lot on him. He's taken a bit of leap of faith in joining them as well. And he's kind of trusted them with his future, because he said, I trust you to make me into one of the best strikers or help me become one of the best strikers in the world. United have not been brilliant at developing players, at helping them find that extra level in recent years. So there's, I think, a leap of faith for both player and club. I mean, what we've seen with Sesko, and of course, because he came through Salzburg, he was compared a lot to Erling Haaland. They're similar physically. They're big guys who've got a turn of pace that you wouldn't expect to look at them. But they're very different sort of players. Like, Sesko never really hinted at being the sort of goal scorer, the sort of fox in the box, the extraordinaire that...
He's into the last year of his contract. He's on massive wages as well, so that's another drain on the club system, particularly when they're conscious of PSR. So therefore, you'd imagine this is the type of offer that will get Manchester United to the table. They know they're going to have to take a hit on what they paid Borussia Dortmund for him, around £73 million. So, you know, it was a big deal back then. Safe to say this hasn't really worked out. Roma offering, like you say, £20 million. But getting him off the wage bill is probably worth another 15 to 20 million pounds this year as well. So it could be a deal that happens. We know that Borussia Dortmund were also interested in taking him, but as of yet, there's been no formal offer to Manchester United. I get the feeling this one might happen. Players open to moving to Serie A. He's had some good experiences in the Bundesliga. Didn't work out at Chelsea last season. It feels like it's only a matter of time now before Jadon Sancho is no longer a Manchester United player.
And Sancho not the only United player